Jessii Vee. And wow, I feel like this shirt is so bright compared to the dark background behind me. Like, is this too loud for this environment? I don't think so. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna be talking about some more worldly phenomenons and just generally the weirdest places you can go in the world. These are one of my favorite videos to film and research because I learned so much and that I could like write on my list of places I want to travel to. But some of these places are dangerous and scary and just be careful out there. All right, so before we get into this video, in case you did not see my last video, yes, I have this new dark enchanted forest background behind me. I feel like I just have like a lantern sitting on my head. But if you would like to win this backdrop, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, and then head over to my Instagram account, give it a follow, it's called Jessii Vee, and then send me a DM telling me what you would name your enchanted forest if you had one. In the last video, I gave examples like Mirkwood from Lord of the Rings, the Forbidden Forest from Harry Potter, 100 Acre Wood, Terabithia. Come up with your own, send me a DM, and that's how you entered to win this backdrop, and I'll be announcing the winner in a few weeks. All right guys, so let's get right into this video. The very first thing that I wanted to talk about is the Northern Lights. Now I'm sure everyone knows what these are or has seen pictures of the Northern Lights. They're absolutely beautiful, but these lights actually come with some really creepy and dark superstitions. I don't know about you guys, but I've always wanted to see these lights. I mean, they're just breathtaking. The Aurora Borealis has naturally been subject to many myths and superstitious beliefs throughout history. It features prominently in Norse mythology as well as in old Inuit folklore and Chinese and Japanese beliefs. So here are the 5 most popular beliefs to know about. The first one is that if a baby is conceived underneath the Northern Lights, it will apparently be blessed with good fortune and good looks. So that's, I guess, one positive thing. The next belief is that the Northern Lights will actually ease the pain of childbirth. But then along with that, which is the not so good legend, is that if you do give birth underneath the Northern Lights, although your pain will be eased, your baby will apparently come out cross-eyed. Interesting. I feel like this kind of clashes with the first myth. Then there's a creepy one that says if the Northern Lights turn red, run. A few times Northern Lights can be seen in the south of Europe. It is normally red. These very rare and terrifying sights made people see it as an omen of war and bloodshed to come. Apparently just a few weeks before the French Revolution broke out, these dramatic red Northern Lights were seen in Scotland and England. So now whenever people see them, they think something really bad is about to happen. I have never seen red Northern Lights before, so that blows my mind. And the last creepy thing is that you should never whistle at the Northern Lights. The biggest faux pas you can commit while viewing the Northern Lights is to wave, sing, or whistle at them. Apparently there are spirits that live inside the Northern Lights, and if you do any of those things, you will alert them to your presence, and apparently they will come down and literally take you away. There are a lot of beliefs that many people have gone missing around the Northern Lights for doing stuff like this because the spirits have literally just taken them. But apparently as you're about to be taken, if you start to clap your hands, you will be safe. So that's interesting. But there's another legend saying that some people will whistle at the Northern Lights to encourage the spirits to come closer so they could whisper messages that would then be taken to the dead. So they would also use these Northern Light spirits to communicate back and forth with the dead, which is terrifying, but I never knew all of these eerie things about the Northern Lights. It's fascinating to me. All right, the next interesting place in the world is called the Hand of the Desert, and this is in Chile. The most captivating thing about the sculpture is its sheer size. It is a powerful figure and makes for a striking sight, especially in the massive expanse of nothingness in the middle of the Atacama Desert. It is 36 feet tall, which is apparently double the size of a giraffe, or people also say it's sort of the size of a large telephone pole. I know I'm gonna butcher this name, but the artist behind it, his name is Mario Arauzabal. He really wanted to fill the emptiness of the desert with something amazing, so that's why he created this hand. And when asked about it, Mario says that the hand, the size, and the location all represent human vulnerability and helplessness. And a lot of people that go out to see this hand in the middle of the desert, their cars actually run out of gas, so they truly are helpless. All right, next we have the Moraki Boulders in New Zealand. Moraki is now most famous for its boulders that are mysteriously spherical stones scattered across ounce of beach. Each boulder weighs several tons and is up to 2 meters high. Now, people call these boulders many different names. We have gobstoppers, eel pods, hooligans, ghoul stones, alien brains, and bowling balls of giants. Now, the creepiest part about this whole thing is that many people believe that these are actually giant alien eggs just washed up on the beach, and they're just waiting for the right time to hatch and take over the earth. I mean, if you look really closely at them, some of them even look like they have veins going over the stones, which make them look more realistic and look like eggs. Could you imagine we all just go there, take pictures of them thinking they're stones, but they're actually like huge aliens waiting to hatch? Next, we have a place called Chocolate Hills. These hills, which are usually covered in green grass, dry up and turn chocolatey brown in color during the dry season. Apparently, there are more than 1,000 of these hills spread out over 50 square kilometers, and they are apparently located in Bohol. I hope I'm saying that right. And because they all look so symmetrical, people think that they could be a man-made creation, but apparently that's not true. Apparently they are completely natural. Now, there are 2 legends that go along with these hills. The first one is about these 2 giants that were fighting, and they were throwing mud, rocks, and sand directly at each other. And no one actually knows the reason behind why they were fighting, but apparently it lasted for a few days. And without their knowing it, some of the boulders, stones, sand, and mud stuck to each other and formed mounds. Then there is the second legend that has to do with a love story. There was a giant named Orogo who fell in love with a mortal maiden named Aloya. They lived together and were happy for a time until Aloya got sick and died, causing much pain and misery in Orogo. Apparently in his sorrow, he cried and cried and cried all day long, and every time one of his tears fell onto the ground, it dried, and it formed these mounds that they now call Chocolate Hills. So yeah, I guess just stories about giants. Really interesting. Anyway, so guys, those are all of the weird places around the world. If you want me to continue this series, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. Also, just so you know, we have so many new sock designs on our website. They're so cute, so amazing. I literally have them all and wear them all the time. So if you guys would like one of these new awesome designs, I've linked it down below. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!